What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the Shadowy Supercoder NFTs / IDO. So today, GenesysGo is doing their IDO. I did record a quick segment this morning when it launched, but now we're going to go ahead and jump forward about 10 hours and sort of see where it's at, how much money has been contributed. Should you buy the IDO? Should you just buy an NFT? How you can generate passive income every month, all of that jazz. So let's get right to it. All right, guys, the GenesysGo IDO is starting now. So right now, basically the SHDW, the Shadow token, is taking deposits, and it's taking deposits over a 24-hour period, as you can see here. As people deposit more and more funds, the price for the tokens, you can see down here, estimated token price is 50 cents. You can see that the Shadow for sale is 30 million tokens. So based on the amount of USDC that's been contributed in the sale period, that will determine the token price. Basically, if there's 30 million USD contributed, then each token, I guess, will be $1, right? So if you put in 1,000 USDC, you'll get 1,000 of these Shadow tokens, right? It'll be proportional to the amount contributed and the amount that is for sale. All right, so as you can see, that video was right when the IDO started. Now I'm going to jump ahead. You can see that the sale period ends 14 hours, 38 minutes, 3 seconds. So it's been about 10 hours. You can see that the USDC contributed is $15,800,000, right? A little bit over that. And you can see that the estimated token price is now over 50 cents. So when it launched, it started at a minimum of 50 cents. As soon as it hit 15 million and started going above, that token price started ticking up. And the reason for that is because there's 30 million tokens for sale. So if you take the total USDC contributed and divide it by the Shadow tokens for sale, that's how you get the token price. So for example, if this USDC contributed goes up to 30 million, the token price would be $1. If it goes to 60 million, it'll be $2. And that's how you know what the token price is. Now, some people have posted on Twitter. There's actually a really good tweet thread. I'll share it in the description down below. But basically, there's two ways to get, or I guess 3 ways. There will be 3 ways to get Shadow tokens. Right now, there's 2 ways to get them. And the 2 ways are by buying this IDO, basically depositing USDC, or buying a Shadowy Supercoder NFT. So Solana is one of those NFT marketplaces. And what the NFT gives you the rights to is 10,000 Shadow tokens plus a bonus of 3,000 if you stake the NFT for the full 12-month period without any unstaking. So it has to be a continuous 12 months, no unstaking, and you'll get a 30% bonus. So you can get up to 13,000 tokens by an NFT. So if that's the case, the floor price on these NFTs right now is 92 SOL. SOL was trading around $170. If we take our calculator out here, you can do 170 times 92, and that gives you $15,640. Now, if you don't get the bonus tokens, meaning you happen to unstake a day and then restake, or maybe you stake late or whatever it is, let's just say the base 10,000 tokens that every NFT holder has the rights to, that would put the token value at $1.56. So if you buy an NFT at the current floor price of 92 SOL, you're effectively paying $1.56 for those tokens. However, if you divide that by 13,000, you get a token price of $1.20. So the question is, in 14 hours and 34 minutes, will the token price be above $1.20? Assuming that you stake for the entire 12-month period. If you don't do the full 12-month period, then a floor of 92 would be roughly $1.50. So in order for the token price to be around $1.50, it would be roughly $45 million contributed. So the USDC contributed of 15 million. This has to go to 45 million for it to be a token price of $1.50. Otherwise, it's cheaper to buy the Shadow token via this IDO than buying an NFT. However, if you can stake it for a full 12 months and get the 30% bonus or 13,000 tokens, then it's an average price of $1.30. That would be closer to, like, I don't know, 38 million contributed, somewhere in that ballpark, maybe a little bit less, 35 million, I don't know, somewhere around there. So just things to keep in mind when you're looking at these two things. Also, with the NFT, it is a linear vesting. So over 365 days, you basically slowly accumulate the 10,000 or 13,000 tokens. And well, it would be 10,000. I think the extra 3,000 bonus at the end would just come as like a lump sum. But keep that in mind, because if you buy the NFT, you don't have access to the 10,000 tokens immediately. So if you want access to the 10,000 tokens, you would have to deposit money in the IDO, and you would have to deposit enough money at whatever the token price is in order to get 10,000 tokens, right? So multiple ways to think about it. Now, one thing to consider, the IDO is giving out 15% of the total token supply. That's 30 million tokens. The NFT holders have the rights to 65% of the token supply. So it is good to know that 65% of the token supply will be a linear vest. What that means is that 65% of the tokens can't just be dumped or sold the day after the IDO. So this is obviously good for the price of the Shadow token after this IDO happens. All of the NFT holders won't just have their 10,000 or the 65% of total tokens available to sell. They will have to wait and slowly vest those tokens over a 365-day period. So we've talked about buying the NFT. We also talked about just buying the IDO. Those are two ways to get Shadow tokens right now. The third way is obviously to buy on the open market once the IDO ends. Once the IDO ends, my understanding is pretty immediately or very soon after, the Shadow token will be available on DEXs, which are decentralized exchanges. The two big ones that I've used, I haven't used the third one, I don't remember what it is off the top of my head, but the two main ones that I am familiar with and have used are Radium and Orca. There will also be a Shadow USDC and a Shadow Sol double dip pool, which is a liquidity pool, liquidity pair on Orca paying out emissions in Shadow tokens. So things to keep in mind. Now, realistically, if you value these Shadow tokens similar to what they would be competing with, the Shadow token is used as a storage option on the Solana blockchain. They're basically doing the Shadow Drive, which is a way to store information decentralized information. You know what I'm saying? It's a competitor to Airweave, IPFS, Filecoin. And if you look at the current market cap of Filecoin and Airweave, I think there's something like 5 billion and 2 or 3 billion respectively. If you put that same valuation at Shadow, you get anywhere from like, I don't know, $10 to $20 per token. And if that's the case, then you're looking at closer to like $4,000 to $10,000 or something per month in Shadow token emissions by buying one of these NFTs at an average token price of, that's right, $1.50. Now with the extra 30% bonus, it would be $1.20 at current SOL prices and current floor for the NFT, the Shadowy Supercoder NFT. So these are all things to keep in mind. At the end of the day, should you buy? I don't know. Do your own research, not financial advice. Was I lucky enough to mint some of the NFTs? Potentially. Will I be buying some in the IDO? Of course not, because I don't think I'm allowed to buy the IDO based on the jurisdiction that I'm in. But I'm not really sure. And again, not financial advice. Do your own research. I'm just throwing this stuff out there. GenesysGo is doing awesome stuff for the Solana ecosystem. They're building awesome solutions that are pretty much tailor-made for Solana. First and foremost example is the Shadow token that will allow you to store things on the Solana network. They are an RPC provider, which is, think of them as like a Amazon Web Services or like a server farm, right? So instead of people storing stuff on Amazon Web Services and using them to route traffic, GenesysGo is providing, they're an RPC provider. They're also a validator for the Solana blockchain, and they are providing that sort of back-end infrastructure for the Solana blockchain, and they're leveraging that current infrastructure as a validator and RPC provider to implement the storage solution, which is what the Shadow Drive or the Shadow token will be used for. So they're doing very cool stuff, a great approach to doing it. And they're actually offering the RPC service for free. And then you will obviously use the Shadow token in order to, pay and get data from the Shadow Drive for that storage solution. So very cool things going on. Definitely something to look into. Be sure to check out this kind of like Explain It Like I'm 5, Explain It Like I'm 10, whatever you want to call it, Twitter thread. That was very well done. That's going to be down in the description below. So be sure to check that out as well. But the IDO ends January 4th at 2 p.m. UTC. which is 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching.